teachers, also robotics coaches. We welcome Tiffany Wheat, Hannah Friend, and Shelby Woods. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice to see you. It looks like you've got your teenager outfits on today. Converse All-Stars and your robotics shirts. What's the name of the robotics team at the elementary?
So we are the Mini Mountie Megabots.
Mini Mountie
Megabots.
Megabots.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's a lot to remember.
It's a little tongue twister.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people still are surprised that we are doing robotics as early as elementary, and at Northwest it's pretty big time. You've got how many teams?
At the upper elementary, we have 4 teams this year, and each team had around 8 kids.
That's amazing. So I would imagine it's got to be very popular. Kids, are they clamoring to get into robotics?
Definitely. We get a lot of applications every year from students who are going into the 4th and 5th grade. And so we review those applications each year.
And you're not just doing it in the classroom or in the gym. I mean, you're taking it on the road. You're in competitions.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what have you done so far in terms of competitions? Looks like Waverly.
Yeah, so each of our 4 teams went to Waverly qualifiers for our event. At that event, the kids go up to the practice tables a couple of times to kind of practice their coding skills to make sure that everything is right. And then they go up to the competition tables in 2 groups of 2 to compete against another team in 2.5-minute segments. And they try to see if they can get as many points as they can through their different codes.
Hannah, it looks to me like the most important thing in robotics is the outfits.
That is one of the things that we really work on, is making each of our teams unique. So our theme for this year was archaeology. So each team had a specific innovation project that they had to figure out a problem that archaeologists face in their field and then come up with an innovative solution. So each team had a different theme. So we had like one team that focused on the heist at the Louvre. So they had like their construction vests and their crowns and looking at security issues there. Another team was looking at how archaeologists working in the field when finding artifacts can block water damage and other weather damage towards their artifacts. One focused on finding real or fake artifacts, and one was looking at how archaeologists can use robots in the field to locate artifacts in corn mazes.
Oh wow, that's pretty advanced.
Yeah.
And there's more than just throwing balls through a hoop.
Absolutely.
Shelby, is First Robotics, is Northwest part of First Robotics?
Yes, yeah, we're involved all the way from our program at the elementary level all the way up until high school. We have multiple teams at each level. The high school, I believe we only have 1 team, but it's a pretty big deal up there as well. We're pretty involved.
Awesome. So we saw the Waverly competition. You've been in the States as well?
Yep.
Yes.
2 of our teams actually were successful enough at our Waverly qualifiers that they ended up going to the 2nd day of the state competition. One of the teams ended up overall in 17th place, and the other team was in 34th place out of a total of 50 teams that were there that day.
So archaeology, that's pretty, I would say, advanced for a 3rd grader, right? So how did they even come up with, let's build something for an archaeologist? How do they know about an archaeologist?
So we did a lot of research with them. It started with just like going online and researching and finding out what is an archaeologist, what do they do. We actually had an archaeologist that's local in the area come out to our robotics center, and they talked with the kids about finding artifacts near rivers and in corn fields right here in the area. So they got to talk with archaeologists. We went to Michigan's Archaeology Day in Lansing at the Michigan History Center, and they had so many archaeologists there that kids got to talk to. They brought out their equipment. We got to see a lot of technology, and they kind of just got to talk to college students in different departments and see what they were interested in. And then we went from there in looking at different problems and then work towards researching solutions and different things like that.
Are you using any real world examples, anything like in the news to solve a problem that we might have become aware of that's happening in the world?
So we actually had a team this season who the Louvre, they had their burglary at the Louvre back in October.
Your students burgled the Louvre?
No, but
No, that's good news. No, they did not. Actually, our students, this was a big deal that had been in the news, and it was an idea that was brought up to one of our teams at the school, and the students were super interested in it. And so they spent a lot of time researching and studying different ways that maybe the Louvre could have improved their security system and ways that museums in the future can better protect their artifacts so that doesn't happen again.
Wow, I thought about that too. I thought maybe if they installed cameras.
that was part of their solution, was using AI cameras to help kind of follow them around and pick the different spots that are kind of hidden. And they actually presented their ideas through a skit that they created as well. So 2 of the kids were the burglars, and some of the other ones were the people who worked at the Louvre, or bystanders that were just kind of there observing, looking at different artifacts, to where some of them even broke down a fake window for the burglars to get through with the tools.
They were very creative.
Awesome. Also, next time you go in Paris, watch for the sign, security by Northwest Upper Elementary.
Yeah.
Now, you all don't look like you're too far removed from school yourself. You could, I think, pass as high school students. So were you in robotics when you were students?
I was.
You were?
Yep, I had been involved since I was in middle school. I didn't go to Northwest, but the area that I was from, I was involved in middle school all the way through high school, and I graduated part of robotics.
I was not involved, but I did graduate from Northwest, and my younger brother, he's 7 years younger than me, was involved in the high school team, so I became involved in volunteering when I was in college, and then he convinced me to look into coaching once I started teaching at Northwest.
And Tiffany, how about you?
My school didn't have that at that point. I know that they do now, because I know some kids that are involved in the program at the school district that I went to, but it wasn't really a thing then.
Awesome. And when it first started, it was mostly boys, gearheads, but it's not that way anymore.
No, our teams are actually, I think, more heavy on girls.
Let's take a look. You can see that it's boys and girls. And there's Lego League 2025. Awesome. Well, how cool. And so they're deciding at this, 3rd grade, 4th grade, that this could be their career.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, keep up the great work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in today. 3 teachers on this month's Northwest Teacher feature: Tiffany Wheat, Hannah Friend, and Shelby Woods.